Hey everybody, I've gotten a lot of questions about how I make my own homemade kimchi from scratch, so I thought I'd share this quick recipe with you. So what we have here is we have 3 large heads of napa cabbage, which I picked up from the store this morning. 3 of these will basically make one large, this is about a little bit more than a gallon jar, plus a little bit more, just for your reference. So making my kimchi involves 3 steps. The first step is cutting, washing, and salting the cabbage so we can wilt it. The second step is using all the different ingredients and aromatics to create the actual seasoning, the actual paste. And then the third step is putting everything together and letting it melt together into the delicious sweet kimchi that we all love. When I make my seasoning, I use a combination of traditional ingredients and maybe some that aren't so traditional. So for starters, I have 2 different types of red chili powder. One of them is fine, the other one is coarse. I find that the fine chili powder does a good job of making the seasoning paste thicker. The coarse red peppers make the kimchi taste more vibrant, more earthy. Of course, I have salt. This is important for salting and wilting the cabbage leaves. So for our aromatic vegetables, we have a very basic combination of white onions, about 3 cloves of garlic, and I say about 1 clove of garlic for every head of cabbage. And we also have a knob of ginger. This is probably too much, but it looks good on camera. We also have about 4 or 5 stalks of green onions. So what we have here is salted baby shrimp. This adds a lot of that umami funk that comes from kimchi. When a lot of people tell you that kimchi is vegetarian, generally it's not. Fish sauce, this is anchovy-based fish sauce. This also adds a lot of that great flavor that you expect from kimchi. For sweetness, we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar. I think brown sugar is better than white sugar. I think the molasses in the brown sugar helps the cabbage stay crispier a little bit better. And I'm also adding Korean sweetener syrup. This helps thicken up the sauce and make it a little bit more pasty, so it adheres onto the cabbage leaves better. And of course, to add a little bit of tang, this isn't traditional, but I like adding a little bit of rice vinegar. This makes the fresh kimchi, the early kimchi, add a little bit of tartness to it. And of course, a little bit of black pepper to go. Okay, so first step, let's go and cut and wash these guys so we can salt them up. I'm going to do all this at the sink. If you don't have a big sink, one of these big tubs really helps out a lot. You'll be able to do a lot of your cleaning, washing, and mixing right in one vessel. Okay, we're going to let this salt for about 2 to 3 hours. And we're going to be mixing it every 30 minutes. Now that the cabbage has been salted, you can see it used to be up to here. Now it's really low. We're going to rinse the salt out and let it dry. And let it soak in clean water. It's actually going to sit in fresh water for a little bit. Otherwise it'd be too salty.
希望大家喜欢我们推出的新单元步步厨房。我们家大概2个月会做一次泡菜，平常吃，最近还带去露营。 如果大家喜欢步步厨房再推出更多的烹饪影片，欢迎大家在底下留言，请记得帮我们按赞、分享，还有开启小铃铛，才能接收最新的影片上传讯息哦。如果对我们录影影片有兴趣的话，链接放在下面的资讯栏里。那我们下次见，拜拜。
Yeah, but I think it's better if we just like come here, just be like, all right, here's our cabbage.
Just be like waving hand, but okay. Blah 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 blah.